Some find it difficult to learn a new language, but not this voice coach who created an entire dialect for a science fiction show. Cody's standing by with Eric Armstrong, the voice guy.
Yeah, exactly. You know, what I like to do is I just created my own way of speaking for you guys.
We know. Thanks.
All right, Eric's joining us right now to talk about his work on The Expanse. Eric, let me just bow down to you. You did the most amazing job ever. So you created a whole different kind of language for the Belters. Could you kind of explain who the Belters are and what you had to do to create this language?
Sure. So on The Expanse, we have two groups of people. Three groups: the people who live on Earth, and the people who live on Mars, and then the people who live in the asteroid belt. And the people from the belt, we call them Belters. They evolved a new way of speaking, this started with a series of books. And the series of books had a version of a language in it. It wasn't very well fleshed out. The authors aren't linguists. So they reached out to a linguist, a guy called Nick Farmer. And Nick Farmer is a polyglot. He works in the financial industry, as among many other things. And he created this full language. So it's what we call a Creole. And a Creole combines usually two languages in the world's languages, but in the scientific future of The Expanse, we took the idea of many languages from around the world. And so there's sort of like a filter. There's this way of taking words from the world's languages and then transforming them into Belter language. And that's what Nick created. And they gave that to me. I'm an accent coach. I work in film and television in Toronto, Canada, where the show is shot. And I took that language and turned it into the accent of English, so that the characters who speak primarily English during the show sound like they're from the belt. So that's my role in it. And I coach the actors to prepare for their work on set. So every time they had to speak in Belter language, or Lang Belta, as we say in the Belter language, I would work with them to help them learn to think the words as they're speaking them. But most of the text that they speak is English with a Belter accent. And so there was a fair bit of work with them preparing each scene for the filming so that they could have that sound in their heads and not have me hovering around sort of correcting them constantly.
That'd be great. You just got to fly in every once in a while and go, hey, Kara, no. Let's talk about Kara G's work, because absolutely she makes me believe that she has grown up in the middle of nowhere on a rock someplace with the way that she speaks, and working with her and stuff like that. Is it just like a dream team, you and her together?
It really is. Kara and I have worked together in theater gigs in Toronto. She's one of the actors based in Toronto originally, and so she and I have a history that precedes our work on this show. And so that's always a delight when you get to work with someone again that you've worked with before. And she really helped to create a great atmosphere on the set. And it really has been a wonderful working community over the last 6 seasons. And really it was very sad when we got to, the filming of the final episodes, preparing that small group of a family of Belters that are on her ship, on the Tynan now in the final season. There's a real bond that we created. And so she was really determined. She wanted to be prepared and coached for every words that she said on set. So she really developed her skills in Belter accent over the years, and she set the bar very high for her castmates, so that people who were doing Belter, they knew to make their sound like Kara's.
It is truly a remarkable performance, and the show has just been fabulous. We've got to go. Could you teach me how to say goodbye in Belter?
How about good day, the name of your show?
Okay.
So good day would be good. So you're going to clip the D of good off and make it more like boot, goot, and then dea, good dea.
Good dea.
Good day.
Good day.
Good day to you, my friend. Thank you so much for joining us. Seriously, it's amazing. Every square inch of that show is amazing, but the way that you guys have worked on the language so much really makes you believe, man. It really makes you believe. I really appreciate it. Have a good one. Tell Kara I said hi, because I'm a big fan.
will.
She's amazing. All right, back to you.